Good to see Scott. Oh, really? This looks like someone from Steuben's little group. A brave scholar, but not very wise. If you find Steuben, it would be good to see any notes he may have collected. I doubt you'll find him alive, though. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
One of these.
Yes, I have a lot of research to do.
Alright, that's nice. Well, let me get the fuck out of here.
God might get nervous.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Who's this
Never should
guy?
have come here.
Victory is yours! I submit! Yes, it's all
I
clear.
die for my people.
You crazy. Why'd you go start killing
We're here
people?
in the city.
Everyone, stay back. The Marquardt City Guard have this all under control. There are no forsworn here.
He was
We'll
after
handle
Margaret.
things from here. Move along. Damn, another body to get rid of. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? I'm so sorry. I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. My note? No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We'll handle things from here.
I
Move
hope your
along.
stay in Markarth treats you better.
was it? Oh, that one. Shrine of Talos.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now.
Need to get going. What is it?
Yeah, let's head to the
Need to get going.
Silver Blood Inn.
Another body to
Margaret.
get rid of.
He killed her. Right in front of me.
Oh, hello, kitty. Oh, purry today, aren't
Come on
you?
in. The Silver Blood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
I'm a crazy cat. You just want love and oh my
The Jarl
gosh,
is
this cat is
refusing
just
to
annoying
dispatch men
again.
to the front line.
Whenever I play VR, she's like,
Because of a
oh,
forsworn threat.
I can jump on your lap and start bugging
Those
you.
savages are no match for us. The Jarl is just biding his time.
Biding his time until what? Until another person is lying dead in the streets? Don't be naive.
Cow snatch.
Drinks here are watered down. We've
Tell me
lost a
about
lot
the
of
first
good
one.
people to that damn crusade. Drive out the Nords, they say. Well, the Nord ain't driven out.
A man like me.
There's no shipment. Arnleaf and Sons Trading Company. I'm a porter. Just some muscle hired to move heavy packages. But we don't get any shipments in. Forsworn attack every caravan. So all I do is sit here and drink. Got any ale or mead? I think I'm going to get another drink.
Just gave you a drink.
I paid extra for the biggest room in the Silver
Unlike
Blood
my
Inn.
husband, Clever,
I need space
watch
to
after
stretch
our
these
guests.
arms.
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house.
Oh, really?
Degane the beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus.
Ha.
Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Ah, Boley finally got someone out here. Well, it's about time. I've been waiting for weeks. Well, thank you for bringing it, I suppose. Have a good day. What? Oh, how could I have possibly forgotten? Your reward, of course. Of course. Here you
Give
are.
me my money.
So sorry about that.
Where's my money? I don't want ingots.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Apparently
My
ingots are
favorite
too.
drinking buddy. Let's get some mead.
Now you just tell me if you need something.
Crabby.
I'm just here to clean up.
Rocky. Alright, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in this town no more. That Grifton.
Can't talk. Mulish will beat me if I stop working.
Start. What? Grifton. to this one. I don't think it was this one, was it?
Oh, it's you.
Oh,
Not here to rope me, are you?
Oh, I'm like totally wrong side here. And north.
I've never seen Miol this upset about anything. The city really gets it.
If you're looking for a bed, this is the wrong place.
What am I doing in here? Speak to. God, this thing's retarded.
I don't know why I bother.
Exactly.
Be careful!
Any luck getting the marks from those men? Oh, I know. Isn't it wonderful? I bet she squirmed like a skeever when you pulled them out of your pocket. I think things are going to be a lot different around here from now on. And I have you to thank for it. Here, I want you to have this. It was my father's, but I'm certain you'll put it to good use.
Probably not.
Sure, leave. Not like you care anyway.
Damn, bitch.
Working at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket. I'm beginning to think leaving more...
It is our most favorite company.
Where do you get your skooma?
Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could kill me. Okay, I'll tell you. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrin. He has some sort of a setup over the Riften warehouse. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place locked up tight since the war began. I overheard Bolli say that only the Jarl carries the key to the warehouse. When I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside with his bodyguard. I'm not sure what it's made from, but I can tell you that once you've had a taste, you'll never crave anything else. The Dunmer came up with the stuff a long time ago. Very illegal and very hard to come by. I got mine off a merchant ship in Solitude. Worst mistake I ever made. If it wasn't for skooma, I'd already be on my way out of this horrible city. All my gold, completely gone. Now I have to start over. I'll never use skooma again, although I suppose a little mead now and then would be harmless. Bolli is a good man. He pays us well and watches out for us. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery, but in Darin and I never saw eye to eye. That elf has no patience at all. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm far better at fishing than working in a meadery. You've been kind. I thank you.
I'm off work at the Blackbriar Meadery. I'll be back there in the morning.
Oh, I already looked at that. Your secret lover. Yes, Thieves Guild. Conveniently below the church.
Yes? This temple is dedicated to Mara, and the light of love she shines on us all. I'm only a humble acolyte, though. If you wish to avail yourself from Mara's blessing, you should speak with Denya Balu or Marama. Yes?
Yeah, I wonder what they could be.
Come to laugh. If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra.
You're a grumpy old bitch.
Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father.
Well, quit.
My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory. I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no.
Sure, I'll add it to my list of bullshit.
I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't. I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
Need something?
Can't make nothing. So I better make something on this with salt. Got any salt?
See ya.
Yep, I don't want to be ya.
Blessings of Mara upon you. Mara's domain encompasses the emotions we strive the most to embrace: love, compassion, and understanding. It's difficult to appreciate her gifts in these dark times, but you should consider her light a beacon in the storm. Of course. I'd be more than happy to add a donation to our charity box. Right now, the best you could provide is coin. We need all the help we can get. Thank you. I can promise you that this will be put to good use. Wonderful. Where to begin? Mara is the goddess of love. The temple spreads her gifts by tending to the sick, the poor, and the lost. We also perform wedding ceremonies for all the loving couples in Skyrim. Yes, if you were ready, of course. Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim? Typically, love in Skyrim is as earnest as the people who live here. Life is hard and short, so there's little room for long courtship. A person who is looking for a spouse, when another person shows interest and the two agree to be together, one of them comes to the temple and we arrange a ceremony. May you return to her benevolence in safety.
Trophy. So many missions to do.
Huh? What do you... Yes. Hofgreer took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now, Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
There's fine steel at the Scorched Hammer, if you fancy a new blade.
Mm-hmm.
Never should have come here.
Ah, dragon. It's a little blood dragon. And the horses are attacking him.
That takes care of it.
It takes a strong will to command the dragon's soul. Perhaps you aren't as
I never would have believed it if I had not seen it with my own eyes.
There he is.
One step closer.
Son of a bitch, you've taken my dragon souls.
Still here. Lead on.
Many things. So I can hardly wait. Ah, sweet oblivion, soon I shall return.
It may be dead now, but not long in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil. I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Resad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. May your road lead you to one. Surrender, be merciful. What ill fortune that this should happen now.
The longer we travel the road, well, you've come to the right place. I hope that you will come to do business with us again. We are fortunate. We travel lightly and can escape at a moment's notice. We have no home.
Where are you two off to?
Go fiddling with any locks around here.
Your cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? God.
After we were robbed, Raven's become more bitter than ever. He hates this place.
Who in the name of Azura? A few days ago, some thieves from Riften broke in here and stole it. Can you imagine? Took the only thing of value we had. If you have the guts to head into the Ratway and get my bow back, I'll pay you what I can. Thanks. It'll be nice to have it back. Means a lot to me. I bumped into them when I was coming back to my farm after buying supplies. I know those lowlifes took it with them back to the Ratway. They left an unmistakable stench behind. It was a family heirloom. I can't even put a price on how much that thing means to me. Are you kidding me? We're all alone out here except for a few guards who couldn't give a damn about us. We make easy pickings for thieves looking to steal everything we worked so hard for. Not only did they take my bow, but they took all of our coin as well. Nothing's sacred to these people. The Ratway is somewhere under Riften. Shouldn't be too tough to find.
I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Fight. Oh, 3 wheat.
So, has my bow turned up yet?
No, dude, I just taught you just like 2 minutes ago. Uh-oh. I can't get the fuck out of here. There's no way out. That's stupid. Dog glitch. Requires a key. Whoops.
Yeah!
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't get any of them.
Just stand still.
Oh, how did I miss all of them? Again? I'm gonna throw it.
Damn. That's it. That's all you.
Just absorbed all my arrows. Where the hell did my minion go? Where you been? Oh, those bee things. Alright, head over here to this bee thing. See ya. What? How did he die? How the fuck did he die? Did I tag him with an arrow? Well. I need a new follower now. I don't know how that guy died. Where was somebody? I thought there was a mage. I don't know. Do we want a mage?
You're back! Let's play a game. Braith is a big... Papa! You got me a present? Thanks. Yes? Watch what you're doing.
Flawless Amethyst. These are funny. Alright. Empty. Tapri also.
Life to you, Thane. Is that an amulet of Mara? I'm surprised someone like you isn't spoken for. All right, then. Honor to you, my Thane.
Are you looking for help with something? This is a busy time. I've already given you a job. Now get to it. Until next time.
I've heard you may actually be stronger than you look. Perhaps we can hunt together someday. Hmm? My mother was a companion, and her mother, and all the women... I stayed with my father in the good training. Ma didn't live long enough to see me join. It means resting your haunches in Whiterun more than I'd care to. But when it comes time to draw blood, there's no one in Skyrim I'd rather have at my back. It means waking up. I don't know how those cozy lords manage. Aren't you already running a job for Skior? Come talk to me when you finish that.
This had better be important.
Tell me, do you believe in mighty Arche, god of life and death? I'm glad to know that because I need your help. You see, I've lost something precious. My amulet of Arche. It's the source of my divine powers and also a sacred badge of office. I misplaced it in the catacombs. I'd look for it, but I have been hearing noises down there. I fear the dead have become restless. Without that amulet, I'm powerless to confront them. Would you be willing to search for it? I'll just wait here and make sure nothing foul escapes the catacombs. She finally decided to return it to her father. Bless her heart. I will make sure this finds its way to his tomb as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing it, my child. The blessing of Arche be upon you. I spend so much time among the dead, I sometimes forget how much I miss the company of the living.
Glitched out. Seeing this amulet, isn't this where he said it was? Oh, yeah, I probably gotta. And still didn't fucking do anything. It says it's in here. Maybe the map will fix itself this time. There it goes. Oh, still glitching out. What are you doing, cat? Says I'm right next to it though. I know it's glitching out. I don't see it nowhere. Says I'm right on top of it. Oh, fuck, it's right in front of my face. It's just camouflaged.
I spent... Oh, thank RK! Please, take this gold for your troubles. The blessing of RK. You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
I have many important things on my mind.
The local Nords may not like us very much, but they don't see... I'm running low on Grand Soul gems. If you can bring me 3 more, that would be helpful. Until next time.
I have a bunch of them. I don't want these. You don't want them filled?
Be careful.
I just got another Grand Soul gem.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge.
What's that noise?
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. All right, then.
You know, they say knowledge is... Yes, they have. I can feel the difference already. But, of course, I'm far more in tune with these sorts of things than most. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them. Good day.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without... Ah, that, yes. The group prior to yours has disappeared entirely. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms. But I think that's giving them too much credit. I'm not sure. None of them were working on anything terribly dangerous. As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Elos Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with the calm spells, I believe, but only ever worked with skeevers. And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins, though they rarely agreed on anything. Those two boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Honningbrew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? Until next time.
There are few places where one can pursue my type of work without fear of persecution.
It's lies. All of it.
All right.
I don't care what she told you. It's all lies. No? Well, then she hasn't gotten to you yet. But she will. And don't you believe a word of it.
don't trust that one. He's up to something.
I would like to make a few
Most here are up to something, of course, but in his case, it's not good. I haven't figured it out yet, but I will.
Would be greatly appreciated.
He is rather handsome, though, isn't he?
There has been no sign of
My problem with her. She's the one who has a problem with me. She's threatened by me, by my skill, but she is not going to get the better.
No more experiments are to be carried out
won't
there,
let it get to
and
me
mages
one
are
bit.
advised that you
That's what
enter
she's
the
after.
midden at your own risk.
Mhm.
Once again, I must ask that everyone please clean up any materials used in the common areas. We've had yet another sprained ankle due to soul gems being left on the floor. Let's please try and keep injuries to a minimum.
Even with the college's laid-back
Mirabelle does a
attitude,
fine
there are
job
still
as Master
some
Wizard, I
things that are
suppose.
off-limits.
Still, there's always
Let me give
room
you a
for
bit of
improvement.
advice.
It's
If
been
you
a
want to
pleasure.
work on something that's not
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely... Well, that depends on what you're looking for. Beralda can teach destruction spells, and offers... Finis is one of the... Don't let Tolfdir fool... If you can find him and finally, there's Colette. There are no expectations. Hopefully any discoveries made in your pursuits will be shared
There are
with the
few
members of the
places
college
where one can
first.
pursue my
That
type
way
of
You know,
we'll all
they say knowledge is its own reward.
If
All
there are
right,
any
then.
problems,
I
let
can't
me
wait
know.
to see who succeeds
my job to
Mirabelle.
keep things
I've no
running
doubt she'll be
smoothly.
promoted to
That
Archmage at some
incident
point.
in Morthal was just a misunderstanding.
It's
no
been a
matter what
pleasure.
the guards claim.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
Enchanting services.
There are some experiments the
few
college
things
frowns on.
The local Nords
If
may not like
they're
us
aware
very
of
much,
them, of course.
but they don't seem to mind having access to
If you ever
enchanted
need
weapons
something.
and armor.
Shh. All right, let's not overdo it. Meet me in my quarters.
Oh, okay.
Nords don't trust magic or those that use it. Made it difficult for me growing up.
Skyrim could not be more different. Oh yes. Hopefully small things that fit inside pockets and will not be noticed if they are missing.
They won't
Swift
say
handling.
much, but most people have very strong opinions about the college and those that study here.
Even with the college's laid-back
Please don't
attitude,
bother the
there are
Archmage unless
still
it's
some
absolutely
things
necessary.
that are off-limits.
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. I've seen documents dating back to the late Second Era. Beyond that, it's hard to say. Events in the last several hundred years resulted in a significant loss of our history, I'm afraid. The Great Collapse, as it has come to be known. An unfortunate natural disaster that ravaged the area. The college fared far better than the city of Winterhold, but it was not left untouched. No one is sure of the cause. Some believe the eruption of Red Mountain had far-reaching consequences that were only felt years later. I know there are some who have blamed the college, said that we were responsible. I assure you this is not the case. Purpose? I should think it's self-evident. Magic is a true power, not something to be shunned by commoners or treated as an amusing diversion by politicians. It shapes worlds, creates and destroys life. It deserves proper respect and study. The college is a place where we can focus on that, without the pressures of the world weighing down on us. The Sea of Ghosts practically came alive. No one was expecting it. Monstrous waves battered the shore for weeks on end. Winterhold was ancient and weathered, but it couldn't withstand the sea's fury. Entire districts of the city were lost overnight. The waves receded in time, but the damage was irreversible. Most residents of Winterhold abandoned what was left of the city. The college survived, and so here we remain. Until next time.
Where's that guy?
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are... Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. As for research, well, a sufficient explanation will cover almost anything. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments, it's easier to do that off of college grounds. I hope you've got some coin. Let's just take a look, then. Till next time.
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
Illusion, really, is the least appreciated of the schools of magic.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always
one of
room
these
for
guys
improvement.
was supposed to be a follower. Where did he go?
All right then.
Restoration is... Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? Until next time.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns...
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim. All right.
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim. Until next time.
I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear?
Alright, well, I gotta get off here for a little bit.